Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Sinke. I'm the
Hi.
Chief Business Officer at Bittrex Global and the host of our video AMA today. And we are featuring Landbox. Our guests are Younghoon Jeon. He's the CEO of Landbox. And Etham Ju. He's the head of marketing. So welcome both of you to this AMA. Thank you for joining us today. We're excited about our partnership with Landbox and the listing. And I think we're all here to learn a little bit more about Landbox and the Land LAND token. So thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you for introduction.
All right. So for our AMAs, we typically source questions from the broader crypto community as well as the Bittrex global community. And I've got a list of questions here from all parts of the internet that I'm excited to walk you through today. But as always, if there's something you guys want to talk about or another direction you want to go in, just feel free to dive in and start talking about it. And if there's anything I want to ask related to something I don't understand that I think our audience might want to hear more about, I will dive deeper as well.
Okay.
So I think the first question, and this is my favorite question every week that I do this, which is, what is your origin story? I'd love to hear from both of you on how you got into crypto, when you bought your first Bitcoin, and what led you to start Landbox.
Before we start answering, our
Sure.
CEO doesn't really speak English well, so I will be kind of like translating in same time.
Sure.
So is that okay?
Yeah. Of course.
그 대표님 이거 질문이 처음에 이제 암호화폐에 어떻게 들어오시게 됐는지에 대한 거거든요.
지금 답변하면 됩니까?
네, 간단하게 말씀 주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
2017년도에 한국에서 이 비트코인이라는 방송을 보고 그 암호화폐에 대해서 이제 서점에서 책을 보고 공부하게 되면서 암호화폐 시장에 들어오게 되었습니다.
So first he faced Bitcoin was he saw on TV. It was like going kind of like a bit like getting famous in back in 2017. So and then he started studying, buying books and reading the white papers and so on. And then of course I started trading early 2017. And myself started to buy Bitcoin 2016, and since then, like I've been kind of like staking and buying and selling. And then I started to decide to jump into this industry. Of course, after a while, it seems like future to me back then. So. Yep. Chris, your mic is off.
네.
Thank you for that. Yeah. That's about the time I started in Bitcoin full time as well, was 2017. I bought my first in 2014 and joined Bittrex in 2017. I've been building exchange infrastructure for the industry ever since. And this is probably my favorite part about the job is getting to meet with innovative teams and hearing where they came from, how they got into the space, and what they're building. So thank you for that. Can you tell us a little bit more about Landbox and what makes it unique?
Okay. One of the main reasons that, like many other teams, we started Landbox from our backgrounds, of course. So our CEO and one of our co-founder Lee is the real estate developer. They've been working in the real estate developing industry for a while, and then our co-founder published a couple of books and about the Korean real estate market. Also, now he has quite a fan community and wants to learn about real estate investment in Korea. Then they decide to make investment like platform on the blockchain. That was the idea that they started. So if you think about the market, one of the most real estate market is one of the most conservative market in my opinion. And we think blockchain technology can help this conservative market turn into more flexible. So we started the real estate industry, which our team is based and built on.
And can you tell us a little bit about the background of the Landbox team?
Yeah, like I said, our CEO and our co-founders are basically real estate developers. So for a while, they've been investing and developing real estate, the actual land. So we are kind of like focusing on what we've been doing for a while, and then started exploring new businesses with the crypto market as well.
And then why the name Landbox? Where did that name come from exactly? What's the story behind that name?
Land is what itself, of course, it's land, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real estate focused. That makes sense.
Yeah, and the box, we thought it's a set of information for us. It means set of information for us. So it also means platform in a way. So the name came from the idea that we can mix land and the platform, or the information of the box. That was the naming. Yeah.
And then looking forward into the future, can you talk us through Landbox's roadmap from here on out?
대표님, 요거
네네.
그
Yeah. How about some milestones over the next year,
음.
and then long-term vision?
Okay. Let me translate a little bit. 그
오케이.
어,
우리는 먼저 작년까지 한국의 로컬 부동산 투자와 실물 서비스인 블록체인 기술을 활용한 디지털 경매 서비스 경매화를 런칭했습니다. 올해까지는 로컬 중심의 비즈니스를 이어가며 기반을 탄탄하게 할 것입니다. 올해는 더불어 1차 해외 공략 지역인 중남미 지역을 중심으로 글로벌 확장을 하며 초석을 다질 예정이며 5년 뒤에는 랜드박스 플랫폼을 통해 글로벌의 다양한 부동산 투자 기회를 얻게 될 것입니다. Okay.
So let me translate. First, until the last year, we invested into Korean real estate market as a developer. So the developer means the real estate development, and also launched a platform called Auction OK, which is using blockchain technology for public auction market for mainly, of course, real estate assets. So this platform is it's kind of like getting long if I explain too much. So that's about it. And then in the year 2022, we will focus on the local Korean market, of course, but we are starting to establish our fundamentals. And then also our first overseas expansion will be South America. So we are planning to have we already have partnership with some South African companies, and then we started working on the real estate development over there. Then in 5 years, probably we expect to see our users can invest into real estate globally with Landbox platform.
Fantastic. Thanks for that answer. I have a question from one of our community members here. And the question reads, from your perspective, what problem does Landbox solve in the crypto and real estate space? How would you describe Landbox to someone who wasn't in crypto?
Okay. It's actually a really difficult question. But one of the main characteristic of public blockchain platform is that it is borderless. So if you put some assets on the blockchain platform and then it can be moved to technically anywhere. Of course, the real asset is pegged into some of the real asset, but still the ownership can be moved to borderless. So what we are trying to do is Korean investors can have the opportunity to invest into right now we are focusing the South American market. So opportunity of South American real estate, since those countries could be more attractive for Koreans. This will eventually will use real estate tokens, and then we are thinking about some kind of like NFT like solution for real estate, which of course these are all blockchain based technology. So I think this can be some kind of very useful tool for this problem.
And I've got another question from our community, which states it's sort of a follow up to that, which is the global world of information exchange and real estate investment has always been traditionalist.
Yep.
What did Landbox see in real estate that would encourage you to build something like this and focus on crypto? What aspects of decentralized finance or anywhere else besides security enhance the real estate world within Landbox?
Okay, this is kind of like it's quite similar to last question, but it is still difficult to invest into or see real estate for normal people, and also one of the thing that it's a little bit off topic, but one of the thing that we are utilizing the blockchain technology is that the trustless part, because the Auction.OK auction platform is based like it's kind of like it is somewhat centralized service, but the auction data is all on the blockchain. One of the reasons that we are doing this is that if you are using centralized version of the auction platform, you have to trust the platform. I mean, the data can be, since it's auction, like you should not know any other users bidding data, and also the bidding data must not be corrupted. But every bidding data is encrypted and recorded on the blockchain, so you can't change even us don't know what's actually what was the data that users are bidding, and also the data is fixed there. So that can also be a really key utility for our platform as well. And so it's really useful for us. We thought like it just can solve many other problems for investing and auction part of the real estate.
Yeah, I think I understand. And so
I'm not sure if that goes the answer. Yeah.
I think it does. Yeah. And I think it's a good segue into the next question, which is around the land token, LAND. And so what's the primary role of the land token within the ecosystem? And can you walk us through the token economics of the token itself?
Yeah, well, we had many ideas about this, and then of course in our white paper we are giving the plain old explanation. But right now, currently, there are two big categories of the tokens utility. The first one is with the land tokens. We are trying to make this the users of the land token can participate the real estate development business itself. So this will also lead to land token burn with the revenue from the development itself. In 2000 last year, in 2021, we did 3 times of token burn from the revenue of that real estate development. And secondly, we are planning to adapt our tokens into our platform services, the blockchain real estate auction platform. So the platform is already launched and then it's going on, but we did not integrate the land token yet. But we are we are brainstorming a little bit more about this, how to integrate it into the platform in the future. Yeah.
Another question we got was around your Bitcoin saving feature.
Oh,
With a community member asking, I see that Landbox has a Bitcoin saving feature. Can you elaborate on this feature and its structure?
yeah. This is, it's not really directly related to real estate part, but this is a Bitcoin DCA. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the dollar cost averaging investment method. So this is Bitcoin DCA investing service for Koreans. We launched this service July in 2021. Users are growing quite fast, but we currently do not have plan to connect with LAND token yet. But we're thinking about it.
Okay. Do you have an idea of when you might make that decision?
Not sure. We yeah, we need to discuss more.
Okay, I'll put you on the
But
spot.
the platform is up and running. It's btcsaving.io. So, but it's all in Korean, so not sure if you guys are interested.
Okay. I don't have time to
Okay.
to check it out, I don't think anyway, but bitcoinsaving.io for those that are listening. So the next question I have is around your plans for global expansion. So you're based in Korea, but what are your plans to grow this project globally and attract users from different parts of the world and different backgrounds?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me translate real quick because I think he need to answer this question.
Okay. 오케이. 랜드박스는 먼저 한국 이외의 지역에서는 중남미를 공략하고 있습니다. 현재 중남미 페루의 전문 시행 및 시공사와 MOU를 맺고 부동산 공동 개발을 협약 중에 있습니다. 앞으로 페루의 스마트 시티 건설 등 중남미의 다양한 부동산 프로젝트에 참여할 계획입니다. 오케이.
Okay. Well, we are currently focusing on the Korean market, but we're also expanding to South American market, as I said before. So currently, we did MOU with partnership with one of the real estate development partner from Peru. And then we're planning to run a joint development with them. So from there, we are focusing on the smart city development in Peru, and then we'll try to expand more countries in South America. Yep, and all those developments are actually what should I say? It's a one by one projects, but we're trying to have this. I know it doesn't really sound like a crypto thing, but yeah, we're trying to connect this with our project.
Excuse me, my mic was muted. I think it's a similar question to what I asked earlier on in the AMA around what makes the Landbox project unique. So one of our community members asked, there are already so many constructive metaverses on the market. What makes Landbox different from the rest? And as a follow-up, how do you maintain long-term success while operating in a trendy space and trying to take advantage of the zeitgeist's attention on this space?
Okay. I guess the questioner didn't really understood what the project is. We're not focusing on the virtual real estate like Decentraland or Sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
We're not a metaverse project. We are focusing on the the real assets. So as we mentioned before, first project is the real estate auction platform in Korea. Then we also are planning to launch more projects related to real estate investment or development. So it's not really like
It's a really good
diverse.
point to make that you guys are not involved in the metaverse, and I think it's a point of confusion for our community. So thanks for clearing that up. That this is related to the real world for a change.
Yes.
Yeah. And okay, so as a follow-up to the last few questions, we've discussed Landbox's position in the space and the value that it brings to the world in both crypto and real estate, but not the metaverse. So how would you pitch this project to someone that is totally new to the space, doesn't come from a crypto background? We sort of asked this question earlier, but what about a traditional real estate professional, or even the average retail real estate person who's just interested in real estate? What would you say to them to get them involved in the Landbox project?
So the project, since we are focusing on the real estate, of course, the future direction will be tokenizing the real estate itself. I mean, that's the ultimate goal for us. But anyone, I think most of people should agree that real estate market is one of the biggest asset market in the world, right? So the tokenizing real estate will be our future goal for Korean markets. But right now it's it's facing a lot of regulations and stuff. So building DeFi protocol, kind of like a DeFi like protocol with it, will be eventually the future goal for us.
And when it comes to boiling all this down, sort of as we wrap up the AMA, what's the first thing you'd like customers to think of when they hear the Landbox name?
Of course, global real estate investment platform.
I like it. Very clear. And so what are some of the new projects or areas in the cryptocurrency landscape that the Landbox team is excited about? If we were to step back and look at the world from the 30,000 foot level, maybe moving away from the Landbox project itself, what's interesting to you in the industry right now? Where do you see things moving?
It is very hard to find project like us in the crypto space. I mean, it's the real estate project is really hard to find, and also trying to there are some of the STO projects, but we are utility token. As a utility token, it's really hard to find project like us. But NFT is the hot one, and then we are really interested in adapting the NFT feature, or should I say, with our platform, or furthermore develop some new usage for NFT. Last year we did some kind of donation auction for soccer players' cleats. So the actual use of soccer cleats or jerseys from our professional soccer players. Then they did donation auction, and then for the winner, we actually gave the NFT certificate that you are actually won. You won this auction, and this is certificate, and also it proves that you have donated this amount for this event. So we try that a few times, and then we're also, thinking about adapting NFT tech somehow. So we're kind of excited for it.
Well, thank you for those answers and for thinking about crypto and the intersection of crypto and real estate beyond Landbox and how you guys fit into the space. So I think for our final question today, bringing it back to Landbox itself, how can our community best get involved? And what's the right on-ramp for a new user?
Well, right now, of course, you guys can hold land token, but as more product launches, we will inform all the users how to use the tokens, of course. However, our all of business users will be we will try to reflect to land token value. Thank you.
And thank you, Younghoon and Etham, for joining us on this AMA today. I think we learned a lot more about Landbox and the Land Token. We're excited about the partnership, the future of Landbox, and again, the Bittrex Global plug. You can find Land on Bittrex Global, and it's available to trade today. So if our viewers want to learn more about Landbox after this AMA, please navigate to www.landbox.io. That's LANDBOX.io. Thank you again, Landbox team, and then have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.